Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am working on the fishing ship. This is the design of the hull. I'm having major problems with these engines. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm just using the basic engines, right? Just I didn't want to set up a modular engine. Just that takes a little bit more. Maybe I should have actually. And let's see. So the problem number one is I can't use more than one of these gearboxes. If I do, the engines won't turn over. Problem number two, one of my engines just randomly stopped working. I got about 8 kilometers away from the shoreline, and it just randomly stopped working. It stopped exhausting and sucking air. For no reason. So I don't know. Like I say, I'm not too sure what's. I thought maybe it was like it overheated. So I'm just gonna come down here. I've been trying now for about 2 or 3 hours to get this video up, and I keep having the same issues where we're good. This engine's fine, and this engine here keeps cutting out on me, or whatever. I like I said, I've been using nuclear power and electric engines, and I love it. And now that I have to muck around with all this stuff, it's really annoying. Everything seems to be okay now. I thought maybe the engines were getting too hot, but it seems like we're stable at about 52. Did you see the air there? All right, well, let's just see how this goes then. Yeah, I was like 8 kilometers or whatever, 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in, and I was way out here. And it just cut out. So I'll try to make this video now. We'll see how it goes. If the engine cuts out again, then I'm not too sure what to do. I'll have to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a me issue. I really don't. I mean, it could be. It usually is a player issue, right? But yeah, I don't know what it could have been. Everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. I stopped in the water, and I came down here. This engine was working, and this engine wasn't. And then so I thought, okay, so this engine here has yeah, I don't know. It just stopped working. All right, well, everything seems to be okay now. Just very weird. I didn't have any filters. So let's see. So the first engine that was in this boat, I have the old filters. The old filters that are no longer in the game. They're still in the game. You just can't select them, right? So if you have an old build that has the old filters on them, they're still in the game and you can still use them. Like I say, they just been replaced with the new ones, right? And the old air filters are the ones that you can select. Gas, yes or no. Air, or liquids, yes or no. And they don't restrict the flow like the new ones. The new ones, it seems to restrict the flow by 50%. I don't know why, whatever. Yeah. I've got that Stormworks music. All right, here, I'm gonna, let's see, I'll do this. Pause this for now. Stormworks music. Fishing music. Right, so we're heading way out here. So I spawned in, I know this is probably going to be a little bit laggy. I've spawned in a bunch of, or got a bunch of nodes, and this was the closest one at 25 kilometers. They're all spawning like 50 to 70 kilometers away from me. And I just don't have a ship which has that kind of fuel capacity that can get way out there. You need a big ship to get out there. I mean, we're talking like 50, 60,000 liters of fuel to be able to go out there and troll and come back. I just don't have it. So, and I don't want to turn on infinite fuel. We're doing the test. So yeah, I don't have any of the, excuse me, the statistics here. That's like coffee. Coffee going down. Okay, so this engine seems to be okay, and this engine seems to be okay. Cool. Well, hopefully we make it this time. Like I said, I don't know what happened. This engine here, it's not using any filter. It wasn't using any filters, and I had the air and the exhaust hooked up, and then all of a sudden it just cut out, and then it wouldn't turn over, and the exhaust and the air amounts were 0. So, like I say, I don't know. So what I've done now is I use the old gas filters, and I've put them on there because the first engine that I had that was connected to the gas filters, it didn't cut out and it worked just fine. So there's definitely some bugs in the game, definitely, that probably could be worked out. Hopefully they resolve them. Hopefully. Hopefully. Just like these nets. I hope we're able to get a little bit more statistics with the nets. Like, you know, when they should have a capacity. I think they should have a capacity or whatever. How do we know when they're full, right? How do we know when the nets are full? Like, I might have to have a camera, maybe. A camera here that looks in the water to see when the net's full, maybe. Something like that. We are going a lot faster. I am happy about that. My top speed before was 8. 7.5, 8, and now we're at like 11.5. So that makes me excited. Oh, and then the other thing we should do is let's make this even more exciting. Let's turn that on. And then, what did I say? Override wind direction is off as well. Okay, perfect. All right, now whatever's going to happen is whatever's going to happen. It'll probably get dark. I should have hooked up this monitor while we were at, because it doesn't matter. I've got interior lights for now. We'll do the test. Hopefully it works. If it works, excellent. And then what we'll do is I'll just further. Yeah, there we go. I'll finish it. Add the radar. Like I say, one of these is going to be engine statistics. One of these will be the net. This is going to be the map. And then, of course, we'll have radar somewheres. And then I just put a couple of first aid kits on here because I was getting low on health. Jumping from the dock into the boat. I kept losing health every time. Yeah, so I was at 17 kilometers, and it just the one engine just cut out. To me, it doesn't make any sense. But if you don't use any filters, the engine just stopped. But now I'm using the filters, and we seem to be okay, so I'm going to go with that. I thought maybe it got too hot, and then I came down to check on it. No, it didn't get too hot, so. It looks good. Looks good. Cool, yeah, so I don't know much about the layout of the bridge. Maybe there's going to be a few more things in here. I really don't know. Let's see, down here, this is just like a deck area. I'm going to have some survival equipment in here, and then whatever, just repair equipment. And this is just kind of a room. And then, of course, I raised the doors up because when it does get wavy, those waves do crash over the back of the boat. And we know that the waves out where we're going, maybe not in this location, but some locations, these waves are massive, and if we're not careful, we could definitely go overboard as well. So yeah, that is that. We got our fishing ship, and now we're getting out there, and we are able to test it. So I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's just enjoy the journey and the Stormworks rescue music. My original plan was to take the superstructure here and just take the nuclear reactor and put it in the superstructure and then just wrap the ship around that. Is what I want to try. You know, because I think that would be super cool. But I just don't know. I know when I was working on the Navy ship, remember I was saying that we have a limited capacity because there's so much water in it, and it's just the core is super heavy, right? So I just don't know if it might sink this little ship to the bottom. Just might just be too heavy, right? It's almost the size of this ship. Yeah, and then of course I had to make the bottom deeper. As you can see, I put in a we have the stabilizer in here, and there's just an empty space, and then the fuel area. Had to make the hull taller, and I knew that, so I could double my fuel capacity and still be able to sit on top of the water and not be underwater. Cool. I'm just going to check on the engine again. This is basically where I was when the engine cut out the last time. I don't know why it cut out. No idea, but I'm actually very happy that I had those old ancient filters. Yeah, everything seems to be going good. This engine cut out. It wasn't connected to the filters, and it just cut out. So I will say that if you can go on the workshop, maybe what I'll do is I'll post this on the workshop. All right? It's got the old filters in it in the back here. The old air filters are in here, the old school ones, and they're still in the game. They haven't removed the models yet. Hopefully they don't. I suspect they probably have it because that would obsolete a lot of the ancient workshop builds which use the original filters. But they work a lot better because you can choose liquid, yes or no, gas, yes or no, and they don't restrict the flow by 50%. They don't restrict the flow at all. So in my opinion, they're way better than the new filters. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade all my ships to use those. And then, you know, when they... because that was the thing. Remember, I was building the air scrubbers, the CO2 scrubbers, and I was using the new gas filters for the CO2 scrubbers. Was I using the gas filters? I don't know. Anyways, enough of my random thoughts. I'm happy and excited. Let me check on this engine again. I'm just leery. This is basically where we were when it cut out the last time. It's this side over here. No, cool. Everything seems to be going good. Fantastic. Yeah, and then in here we just have a galley. This is going to be a kitchen, whatever. And then these are rooms. I'll be redesigning these. I just put in a few beds. This could be the captain's room or something. This will be equipment, storage, whatever. And then we just have a little forward room here. I'm not too sure what this is going to be. Storage or something as well. Yeah, and that's pretty well that. Ooh, looks like it's starting to get a little choppy. So I'm excited. I'm excited to test this out and see how this works. Now, I'm thinking we're probably going to have to slow down when the net's in the water. I think we'll have to go a little bit slower. I'm not sure. Not sure if these cranes need to be longer so they can go wider, so we can make the net wider. Don't really know how that works either. Because I know that there's a certain amount of length that will extend out of here. We all know that. There's a certain amount of length that will extend out of here. And so I'm guessing the farther these are apart, the bigger the net can be. You know, so there's a lot of creativity that can be put into this. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. Let's getting dark here. We got the inside lights on. The spotlights are connected to the touchscreen, which isn't working. I suppose I could have fixed it while we were in port there, but I want to get out to these fish. Yeah, no, I get it. A lot of trawlers are deep. Like, ships of this size, they're deep. You know, they have the fish. You got to be able to store the fish and unload it and stuff in the back and that. Well, I think this is cool. I think this is a neat little design. And like I say, we'll redesign it. We'll put the wheelhouse in the back. We'll make it longer. We'll make this hull longer. We'll reuse this hull. I might be able to make it a bit faster if I double up the water jets or something. We'll figure that out. Figure out what I want to do with the engine. What is that? Is that a tsunami? That is a tsunami. Oh my goodness. It's coming right for us. I guess I didn't turn disasters off. Alright, we're going to have to deal with this tsunami. Oh my goodness. We're close though. Wow, just a wall of water, eh? I wonder if there's a storm coming. Oh boy, this could be interesting. This could be it. Yeah, do I slow down? No, we're gonna jump it. Let's jump it. Let's just see what happens. We'll try and jump this thing. Look at that. What? We should hopefully go up and over. Oh no, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna go up and over. Oh, don't flip me. Don't flip me. Oh boy. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Just stalled the engine. Cool. All right. Well, we passed that test. We passed the first test. Excellent. Now what do we got? 14 kilometers to go. We'll be there in no time. I really wish I had turned the spotlights on. This is going to get kind of dark. Yeah, I really wish I had done that now. Hindsight's 20/20. Oh, see, something's going on now. See, one of my engines is cutting out. Oh, one of my engines just cut out. Oh, I don't understand why. Oh, we made it to 13 kilometers this time, and then we stopped. Oh, man. Really? Well, what could it be? Ah, I'm so frustrated with this. Man, oh man, oh man. What could it be? Am I flooded? Yeah, we're not moving at all. Turn that right off. Oh, well, I guess this is going to do it for this video. I really don't know what's going on with these engines. They'll run for a little bit, and then this is what they do. They just stop. And they won't restart. This is the problem I've been having. I've been trying to deal with this problem now for about 2 hours or more. Right? It worked. The single engine was fine. I could run forever with the single engine, but as soon as I added the second engine to it, this is the problem that I get. And now we're dead in the water and the boat won't work. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, well, I guess that'll do it for today's video. I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated now because I've spent a few hours trying to get this thing to work. And this is the result that I get every single time. The engine just shuts off and it doesn't want to start up again. And I don't understand why. It's not overheated. It's not flooded. Shouldn't be flooded. Maybe it's flooded. Maybe it's flooded. But that wouldn't explain what happened last time. It did this to me last time, but I didn't hit the tsunami. Right? Makes sense that maybe... it doesn't make sense. Right? Like, now what am I supposed to do? It should just fire right up. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't get it. This is what it does. These stupid engines. I'm gonna say that I'm really frustrated right now with this. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. They just cut out randomly. They just stopped working, just like that. Now, is it possible that some water got in there? Sure. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore about this game. It's just frustrating. So I'll show you what I did. I put these filters in here. These are the filters I was talking about. And you can choose gases on, liquids off. And they work. They worked. As you saw, they were working. I could get rid of them altogether. Maybe that's the problem, but now I have to try and run the ship for another 30 minutes to see if the engines are stable. Right? It's irking me. It's really starting to irk me. Because it's irking me because there's no alternative, right? I basically wasted 2 or 3 hours trying to get this stupid thing to go. Well, let's get the touchscreen working, I guess. Why not? Right? It'll work. Same thing. It'll fire up. Just like that. And it goes just like that. See, it's fine. But what is happening to the engine, I wonder? You know? There we go. At least I can turn the spotlights on this time. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm going to end this video here. I guess I just have to keep testing and playing around with it. And, yeah, if it works, it works. If not, I don't know what to say. Like I say, I have no idea what's going on. But this is what the engines are doing. I could have been the tsunami. We could blame the tsunami for that one. I didn't even make it to the tsunami last time. Oh yeah, look at that. Air is doubled, and the exhaust rates have doubled. Oh, you know what it could be? You know what it could be? I think I know what it could be, actually. I might need to get the fuel tank to breathe. That's probably what it is. Need to get air down to the fuel tank. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. As you saw there, when the engine is drawing in fuel, it gives you the pressure in atmosphere. So that would explain why I'm able to go that far and then all of a sudden nothing. If there's no air getting in here, then it's sucking out the fuel, and it's kind of like, what is that, like vapor lock, or you know what I mean? It's probably just doing that. That kind of makes sense. It's a stupid thing. Stupid thing. So now what do I do? I gotta figure out how to get air into here. Man, oh man, it's like one thing after another with this. Okay. Right now it's the only thing I can think of. All right, so what do we want here? We want liquid, no, fluid. Where is our... Yeah, we need a gas relief valve on here, I think. And then we need... Is it not under fluid? Liquid. No. Where is it here? There it is. There it is. This thing. This funny looking thing. Yeah, to me that's the only thing that kind of makes sense. Oh, whoops! I gotta go down. I gotta go down one further. Okay, where are we here? We are right here. Yes, that makes absolute sense. That because let's see, on the when we use the I'm gonna turn on some music again here. When we use the the tanks, we have to have a relief valve on the tanks. So it makes sense that this, in theory, is kind of like a tank, right? And I had to do this in the helicopter to get the helicopter to work. So I can't believe that I forgot about it. But like I say, it's been so long. That's in my defense. This is in my frustrating defense. It's been so long. All right. What are we at? What's our time on this one, anyways? Oh, 30 minutes. All right, not bad. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay, so that comes up here. Let's see. We'll bring that through here. Yeah, to me, I think that's probably what's happening. Oh, that's just more things to consider. Now, can we... Can I go out there, or is that part of my logo? Part of the logo. So if we come up 1. Cool. Where? Fluid, fluid, fluid. Cool. All right, so I'm just wondering while I'm here if I want to. This was just supposed to be a net test. I just wanted to go out there and test the net, and it seems like I can't even get out there to test. I can't even get out there to test the net. All right, that should be that. Let's try this again. Let's journey out there again and try this again. Let's try this again. It's the only thing I can think of at this point in time. Ooh, look at the little burst we got there, bro. Cause I can breathe. Oh yeah, look, our average speed is higher as well. Okay, so let's do this. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Okay. It seems like, and I want to go check the engines because I know that it was sucking fuel there, and I just want to see those values. I want to see if the values have actually changed. More. I mean, this is part of the testing, right? As frustrating, as unfortunate as it is. Oh yeah, look at our fuel. We're now drawing at 60 ATM instead of the 54 ATM. You see that? Yeah, and between 6 and 11. I like that. All right, so maybe that was it. Oh look, now it's dropped down to 50. 50. What else is annoying is you notice the stats window. You see how the RPS? It's on my screen. The RPS is almost off the screen. Should be a little higher. Yeah, look at the fuel. Look at the ATMs there. Look at how dramatically we're losing the air pressure down there. I wonder, maybe I used the wrong filter. I just want to make sure I'm not going to crash into the. Okay, let's come out this way. All right, do that. Correct out to there. That's what's happening here. Is we're losing fuel, it seems, but we're not. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to go outside and I need to check the filter and see if it's even sucking in air, because that's what it should be doing. Unless I use the wrong relief valve. I used the gas relief valve, I think. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so it's drawing in air. Might need more of these down there. Definitely a possibility. Seems to be drawing in air at a stable amount. But I can hear the engines. I can hear the engines starting to slow down. Oh, fishing trawler has gone missing. Yeah, look at the fuel. See it's the ATMs there? It's just getting lower and lower and lower. I suspect eventually that's going to get down to 0. But why is that? I'm providing a relief. Or, like I say, we're drawing out more. I don't know. Wait, see if it hits a neutral amount here. I'm seeing 30 and 29. It was 31, 30. Now we're 30, 29. Maybe that's our neutral point. Oh, no, I see 28 in there. All right, let's go check our top speed. Let's see where we're at here. Just some unknown problems. Speed is good, though. Speed is still good. Actually, we're faster now. We're faster now that we've now that I've added the filters than I was before. A little bit faster, anyhow. Remember, because I was sitting at 11, right? But that so that makes absolute sense. So what's happening is that there's not enough pressure getting down, air pressure. There's not enough air getting down in there to relieve the pressure. Yeah, look, we're at 26 ATM. So eventually, what's going to happen here is it's just going to stop. It's just going to stop. So how do we fix that? How do we solve that? I guess I'll just try and add some more vents, and let's just see what the vents do. What do we have to lose at this point in time? Nothing really. It's kind of funny. So this draws in air down through here, down through here, down through here. Okay, oh, the filter is there. Yeah, that's the gas. That's the gas valve, right? Gas relief valve. Yep, that is the gas relief valve. Okay, I'm gonna double this up, and we'll see if doubling it up helps. Maybe, or you know what I mean? Do we need to double it up? Do we need to triple it up? This is the kind of the once I'm able to figure this out, the community as a whole should be a lot better off, because we'll know what we have to do to overcome this challenge. Definitely a new challenge. Didn't have to deal with this before. All right. So come up here. Now this, I'll just double that up here. Well, I'm not even going to bother painting it. Because this, right now, we are still just, I guess, before I'm able to test the net, which all I wanted to do was test the net, I have to get the boat working before I can test the net. So let's see if we can get the boat working this time. Let's see, 0.25. All right, we'll turn this up a little bit here. Yeah, because if it's able to get the fuel. All right, let's see. It's maybe I should wait until we're just a little further out here. All right. See if it continues to deplete, or if I've caught up to it, right? Or do I need to add more? that's still not enough. I don't know. Is the tank that large? These are identical. Ooh, that's close. Check our heading, make sure we're heading out just to see. Alright, let's go down and check that. So until I'm able to get the... Yeah, this will probably do it for this video here. Until I'm able to get that stable... See, we're already at 40. So until I'm able to find that neutral spot, these engines are always going to stop. And there's no way to overcome that. Now, I wonder if the modular engines are the same. Right? Like, is this... how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Yeah, look at it dropping. It's dropping really fast now. It's funny. I hadn't even thought to check on that. So, all right. So that's kind of a new problem. I don't know if we've got two in there, two filters going in there. I don't know. But we're almost at, we've almost lost 50% of our air pressure. Yeah, now I'm seeing 30. And we'll probably see 29. All right, well, I guess all I can do is test it. And we'll just go as far as we can, and we'll see what happens this time. It's a bit of a longer video. I know I've been putting out these longer videos. That's the way it is with Stormworks, right? You can't just sit down for 5 or 10 minutes and have a little bit of fun. Unfortunately, we have to spend hours and hours and hours before we're able to have 5 minutes of fun, but that's okay. So, I really wish I knew why that was. You know, because this is like a direct, essentially this is like a direct connection to the fuel tank. Now, if I get rid of that filter, oh, you know what? I wonder if I need to put a pump in there. I wonder if I need to put a pump in there. Right? I wonder if I need to put a pump in there. Just to keep it under pressure. I hadn't thought of that. Right? Because we're pumping out at 14 atoms. The atoms, yeah, atmospheres. Yeah, this just gets lower and lower and lower. So maybe that's what we have to do is just put a pump in there. All right, well, let's try that. Why not? Kind of complicate things in a way with it's the overcomplicated things now. Used to just put in an engine, hook it up, and away you go, no problems. And now, you gotta calculate atmosphere pressure and atoms. Alright. So, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. I'm just gonna go constant number, right? I'm just gonna go constant number, constant on signal. There and there, and then there and there. Alright, we'll save it. This is the only thing I can think of. What else could it be? Alright, now let's see. Alright, so far so good. I will go down now and check. Let's check our heading here. Make sure we're heading out in a decent direction. Alright, let's see what if that has changed anything at all. Adding the pumps. Yeah, because see, look, it starts drawing out at 45. At 45, it starts drawing out. And we're only able to draw in... wait, which... Am I going to crash? I saw the shore there. We're only drawing in at 24, is it? So we're drawing out more than we're drawing in, and that's just because the filters... So, how do we fix that? Yeah, see, we're drawing in... Nothing, no? Ah, no! Ay, ay, caramba. Better make sure I got those filters. The pumps the right way. I think I do. Yeah, fluid in. Oh, we are drawing fluid in, and we are pumping it out, and we are pressurizing it here. So this is actually... Oh, we need this. We need the filters to be on the other side here. They need to be here. Yeah, they need to be there, so that way we don't suck in... actually... They need to be here. Okay, let's try that then. Let's see what that does. Alright, let's go down and check our consumption. Yeah, this might have to be the end of this video. I'll have to keep playing around and playing around and playing around. I just don't have the time, unfortunately, to... Oh, it's stable now. Look at that, it's stable. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. No, it's not stable. Well, there you have it. Seems to be a problem with custom fuel tanks. What is the problem? I don't know. But there seems to be some kind of problem with them. We're not able... There's a pressure imbalance somewhere, and it's causing these engines to fail. So I'm not smart enough to be able to fix this, because I'm not able to reprogram the game to try and solve their broken pressure system. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to scrap this and try something else. What I don't know, because there isn't... All the ships that I have custom fuel tanks, and if the custom fuel tanks are going to break, then what are we supposed to do? Everything else is stable except for fuel. And I've got 2 filters on there with pumps. So let's go check. Let's go check the pumps. Let's go check the filters. Let's go see if those are working. I just don't see why we have to put up with this. It just seems a bit... Just seems rude. It seems rude. And these don't appear to be doing anything now with the pumps attached to them. I mean, they're probably drawing in air, but they don't appear to be working at all now that they have pumps. Alright, let's go check the pumps. What's wrong with the pumps? Where are the pumps? Are they down floor? Who? Are they in here? Yes. So they're not working at all. How does that make sense? They're not working at all. Then we go down here, and I guess I can't get statistics from this, can I? Oh yeah, see, there's a little bit of air coming in there. A little bit of air coming in there. As you can see, it's pumping in something as it's pumping out. Yeah, fluid out. I don't know. I don't know. Oof, that was close. I almost fell with the boat there. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Can't use pumps on the filter on the on those. Pumps are turned on, and it doesn't seem to be breathing in the same way that it was when we didn't have the pumps on there. We are still losing air pressure. Big time. Well, sadly, I've run out of time here today to be able to sit here and try and figure this out. Like I said, I've been at this now for several hours. I'm close, but I just don't know what the final, what's going to get this across the finish line. So I'll keep trying, and I guess the next video I put up, hopefully I'll find a point of success. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it slowly depleting, slowly depleting, slowly depleting. And for some reason, we're not able to... The pumps aren't doing anything. They're not putting any more air into it. Or they are, and they're keeping it at pressure, which could potentially be the... But it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? It's at 0. I don't think they're doing anything. All right, I'll try one more time, and then I'm gonna end it. Where are we at? An hour? Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time, and then we'll end it because I just don't know. I just don't know. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've repeated that over and over again. I don't know why it has to be so complicated. Like, okay, I'm drawing out more pressure than I'm drawing in. All right, that's understandable. So these didn't work. Why? I don't know. But they didn't work. So let's just do what we were doing before. I wonder if it's the physics flutter. I've got this in here, the physics flutter. I guess I could get rid of that and see if that changes anything. It just seems too complicated for me. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to complain. They've really gone and complicated things, and they've made this game was fun, and it's not really, it's turning more into a chore sometimes than it is kind of fun. So I really don't like that. Some great ideas. I really enjoy what they've done, but like, you know, why do I have to spend 10 hours trying to figure out one small little problem? And why is it up to me to solve their game bugs? Alright, well, I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. So we'll try a third filter on here. We'll see if that works. If it doesn't, whatever. All right. I want to see this first. I want to see what's happening with this. Oh, look. We're drawing in. Just... I don't know. I don't know what to say. There you saw it. When you connect a pump to it and it breaks it. It doesn't... The filters break. You remove the pump, and now we're breathing. So I don't know. Like I say, this is gonna be my final test here, and hey, if it doesn't want to work, it doesn't want to work, or whatever. Same problem. Same problem. I don't think it's going to balance either. It's just going to deplete and deplete and deplete and deplete. Because these pumps work, we can pump out fluid, but I can't pump in gas and use a filter. And the reason why I'm using the filter is so I don't pump in seawater down into the tank and contaminate the tank with seawater. Kind of makes sense, right? So you pump in gas or air so you don't contaminate the tank. But as you saw when I turn on the pumps, we kind of it still isn't effective. We're still losing that. Well, you see, it almost went up there. It almost went up there. Look, it is kind of rising. So I think it just... I wish there was a better way to figure this stuff out. I wonder if I have to put a liquid relief valve on there. Sit here and watch it go to zero, I guess. Shouldn't take long at this rate, so... Wow, after not having to use fuel and not having to put up with the with all this, I see now why I switched to nuclear power and stopped using oil and gas in this game, because they've pressurized it, and they've added atmosphere pressures and all this stuff to these custom tanks, and they've added pumps which pump out pressure, and they change the pressures in the tanks, and then there's no way to, and you can't balance it. It's so... yeah, I'm having a moment here. They've made it so complicated. I guess I could get rid of this pump and see if we don't need a pump. but then I won't know what's happening in the, I guess I could put a gas meter in the custom tank and then measure the gas. But why do I gotta do that? Why? I'm a player, right? I'm a player. I'm not a developer for this game. I'm a player. I shouldn't have to put up with all this stuff, man. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated here because a simple build has gone from being just a simple fishing boat. Let's go out and fish into now the engines aren't able to suck enough gas out of the custom fuel tank for some odd reason. I don't know. So see what happens here when this goes to 0. But I imagine when it goes to 0, these are going to go to 0, and that'll probably be the end of that. And if we look at let's take one more look at the filters outside just to make sure, but I imagine all 3 of them are probably still the same. Oh look, they're drawing in less air now, even less air. They're drawing in less and less. Well, let's... Fingers crossed it balances. Fingers crossed it balances. Not yet. So now we're losing RPS. Yeah, we're losing RPS. Let's check our speed though. I wonder if we've slowed down any. No, still, speed is still good. Still steady. Fuel is steady. Water looks good. Yeah, if it can't balance, I don't know what we're supposed to do. So what I'll have to do is I'll just put what I'll do is I'll put this video on GeoMeta there, and I'll ask the developers what we're supposed to do to try and solve this problem. I mean, if I'm using a pump to pump fuel into the engine, it kind of doesn't make sense that I'm losing pressure. You know, it doesn't make sense unless the pump is drawing less and less fuel out of the fuel tank because there's an imbalance there. Somehow, you know, like the tank is going to implode if it doesn't get that extra air. So by adding the gas relief valves, I'm drawing in air into the custom tank, preventing it from imploding. So at some point we should hit a neutral value where we're able to draw in air and we're able to supply the engine with fuel. That's the ultimate goal here. And you should be able to do that with a single filter, I would think. Now we have 2 engines here with 2 pumps. So maybe you need a second filter, but the whole idea behind the filter is it doesn't restrict flow of gases. So the atmosphere should be able to free flow into the tank based on the flow rates of the valves, which are what, 500 or 250 units per second, whatever it is. It's far more air can come in than what we can draw out. So there's obviously something wrong here. There's obviously something wrong here. What, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a programmer for their game, so I don't know how they program the compressed gases, how they crunch the numbers, how they determine air coming in versus air coming out, all that stuff, you know. As you saw, we tried to pressurize the tank, and that also didn't help. We just continued to lose pressure without being able to replace that pressure. So now, is that because they added compressed gases to custom tanks, and now they're not able, you know what I mean? As the fuel leaves, the compressed gases expand, but still that doesn't, you know, you got to see the rationality here. Even that wouldn't make sense, because we have 3 basically straight pipes going into the fuel tank. Now, the next test after this would be removing the filters altogether and just allowing it to draw in air. But you can't do that, because if you remove the filters, then the fuel from inside the tank is going to shoot out and spill out into the ocean because of the pressures, because that's the way the game is designed itself with the pressures. So yeah, anyways, like I say, this will be the final test here. We'll see what happens. If it hits 0, it hits 0. I'm just going to go check to make sure we're not going to, like, run aground here. And, yeah, once it hits 0 and the engine stop, that's going to be the end of this video. And that's it. So we'll go this way. I know there's that tsunami. I guess I can always cancel it as well. But, can always cancel it. Something's going on now. I just feel like I'm wasting my time, you know. It's like instead of playing Stormworks, I'm playing an engine statistics simulator. Yeah, and now you see, now we're not able to keep up with the electricity. Look at the RPS. Now we're not even able to draw fuel out. The engines have stopped now. There you go. So now we're not able to draw fuel anymore out of the fuel tanks. Well, okay, I don't know what to do. We've stopped. And we're not starting again. So, well, I guess that'll do it for today's video. I guess Stormworks is broken once again. We seem to have an issue with the fuel tank. Not being able to pressurize. I don't even know. Right? Put a pump on there. Doesn't draw in any gases at all. Don't put a pump on there. It draws in gases, but it doesn't help at all. It doesn't help at all. Oh, music stopped. Did they stop it again? Oh, that was the end of the... Holy moly, that was the end of the 11-hour stream. Yeah! Alright, so I'll do one more thing. I'm going to put the pumps on there again. See if that does anything. I don't think it will. And there you go. So this is the new problem that we have with Stormworks. Is that the engine, these custom tanks, for whatever reason, as you saw, as we draw fuel out of the tanks, we start to lose pressure, and we're not able to refill that pressure. And I suspect it has to do with the compressed gases, because before they added compressed gases into custom tanks, the gas that was in the tank would expand and contract. And I think that would keep the pressure on the fuel, which allowed the engines to work. But now that there's no gases in the tanks anymore, I guess, or something, maybe I'll put a gas filter in there and just to see what's going on, or maybe I have to put a gas spawner in there too. But again, at the end of the day, I should be able to draw in air and pump air down into... I should be able to pump air down into the chambers, right? And as you saw there, try 3 pumps. I don't know, 3 pumps, 1 pump doesn't. And we'll just use a constant signal. So this is going to be my last test, and then this will be it for today's video, just because I can't spend any more time on this. I feel like I'm wasting my time with this game now, and I just want to play a different game, which I'm not wasting my time. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sure people don't really want to hear that. This Stormworks is such a good game. They've done something that they need to resolve it. Yeah, so there you go. So we're not drawing in. We're drawing in a little bit. Let's just turn on the engines here just to see if that helps. Probably not. 1. All right. So we're running unrestricted. We're totally engines wide open. No, we're still, so long as that ATM pressure is going down, we have that problem, and that's the problem. So how do we fix that? I don't know. I don't know. It's a stupid problem. And it's like these don't even work now. Right? As soon as I put the pump on there, these don't even work. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's telling me that fluid out is 0 of 45. Oh, I seen the clutch speed. Okay, that's probably an issue too. Nah. No, until we're able to resolve that issue where engines are broken, or the base engines are broken. I guess like the other thing I could try is modular engines, but I don't want to spend another 2 or 3 hours setting up a modular engine just to discover that they're broken in the same way. So yeah, so there you have it. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm sorry I couldn't get the net out to test it because unfortunately we're having issues here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try and convert this into nuclear power. As you can see, nuclear power is the way to go. Electricity is the way to go. It seems like fuel, with everything that they've done, they seem to have broken fuel again or something. I don't know. Yeah, so thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.